I wonder if that hint will somehow come into play later. Doors can be open while peeking from cover. I have no idea if that's something I would actually have to do in order to survive a segment coming up soon. Okay, hey guys, this is Sarah's Night. We're back with Let's Play The Evil Within, the assignment DLC, where Juli is completely unarmed, so I have nothing to fight with. This is going to take several tries, probably. What's this right here? Oh. Kinda worthless to me. Wonder if there's something about this painting, but the only thing I really recognize is that apparently, those are supposed to be like the tools that you use to perform lobotomies. Like poking right through somebody's eye socket in just such a way as to pierce their brain in the right place, and yeah. That's a keeper's head, which has a combination to it that I do not know. But for now I'm going to go ahead and assume that there is nothing in there that I need to actually finish this game, since as far as I can tell, when I last ran across one of those, it just gave me some kind of keepsake item. It was not necessary to progress forward. A collectible. Where is this supposed to be anyway in relation to the rest of STEM? I wonder whose brain is at least primarily coming up with this environment right now. Whoever's minds have been brought together to create this particular STEM world. Okay, well, maybe that's all there was in there, was just to crack open that safe. Hopefully this guy's not gonna wake up on us. What do we got here? Oh. Okay, well I'm sure I'll be needing this. Probably in the next room. Yep, there's a haunted guy right there. If I recall, that's what they were known as in this game, the Haunted. Like they were also the Lost in the second game. Which, by the way, again, if you haven't seen my LP of the actual main game or The Evil Within 2, then please do check that out. I was very pleasantly surprised with the fact that The Evil Within 2 was just as good, if not a little bit better than the first game. Okay, let's just sneak in here for now. Let's see what we can get. What's this? Okay, I guess I would distract the haunted. Where is that phone in relation to the rest of the room, so I'll kind of know where to sneak around, because I know this is going to be a close call no matter what. I think it was this table right in front of me. Okay, well, let's try calling it. Oh. I guess I'm supposed to... Maybe I throw the bottle in a far corner of the room. Hopefully every enemy that's in the vicinity will go to it and I'll be free to... Okay, I think it's that phone right there. Please walk around the other way. Okay, and... That other guy didn't fall for it, but luckily he just so happened to be walking in a direction facing away from me. And one thing I remember vaguely was there was this really stupid enemy coming up somewhere in the assignment section, if not the consequence, the second part of Juli's DLC. It's retarded. I just hate it when enemies in horror games are designed like this. Just some featureless, abstract pile of organs or something, viscera. There's an enemy like that that just like runs up on you and explodes, and it's just...
You're one of us now.
What's this? Okay, there's a Mobius symbol. I could swear that there's something I'm supposed to... Oh. Or maybe I... shine the light in a certain way. Okay, I either somehow leapt over this, or the railing. Yeah, I'm guessing it was... I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of light puzzle I'm going to have to figure out.
The mark. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure I'm staring at the right thing here. Oh, that star should be whole right there. I think. Oh no, what we're missing is this backwards 7 part in the upper corner of the symbol. I can't help but think that there's something I'm supposed to manipulate in the room in order to cast the proper light. Well, let's run back upstairs right quick and see if there's something... Ah, I'm guessing I can use the shadow cast by this thing in order to... Maybe? There we go. Settled in on it for a second. Ah. Alright. That wasn't too bad.
The air feels so heavy in here.
Okay, thought I heard an enemy growling.
After months of secrets, subterfuge, and indoctrination, they brought me into their fold.
Oh, it's Dr.
This
Jimenez.
place is elaborate, to say the least. Despite the modernistic visage, the research they have been doing here seems to date back to over a century ago. This place has history, and from what I can grasp, this facility is only one branch of many. Institutions, powerful families, their reach seems grand, and therefore the possibilities for me seem equally as rich. Clearly, my own unique methods at Beacon have piqued their interest, and I am most grateful for the opportunity. Most of what the researchers have been working on, however, seems archaic by today's standards. They told me budget is of no concern. Results are the only thing that matter. Juggling duties here and at the hospital seems manageable, but Reuben, comparatively insignificant, but even at his young age, his studies are remarkable. Perhaps one day he will even assist me with my work here.
And then when he gets out of line, you'll turn traitor on his nasty ass. Well, I guess that only makes sense. Dr. Jimenez kind of went outside the boundaries of ethics with whatever work he was doing as a psychiatrist or caregiver at Beacon Mental Hospital, and that's how
the time you've given me.
Mobius,
Time has a limit, and we're approaching that point. If you've outspent your usefulness, we will need to find someone more suitable.
Let's not be so hasty. I've done tests with our visual diagnosis, and there is something I must speak to you about. Please, come with me. The projector is in the next room.
alright. Follow those ghosts of the past. But yeah, I can see that's why how Mobius would have found Dr. Jimenez and became interested in him, how he could assist them. Okay, there are places to hide in here, but I don't see any enemies. Yeah, I saw an apparition of Ruvik in there, but... Okay, maybe they're are haunted in the next room somewhere. Okay, maybe that option will just come up no matter what area you're in, as long as it's against a wall or something, somewhere to hide. Doesn't necessarily mean that there are enemies in the area.
It's my hypothesis that we haven't succeeded because so far we've only been using visuals, audio stimuli, passive influence, even on my patients with limited mental capacity. This method is rejected by the user. If we are to accomplish what we intend, we will need to refocus. We need direct access.
And what do you propose?
It's, how shall I say, a pet project of sorts. A mecho-chemical process. With it, we should be able to have a direct influence on the individual, potentially even access their subconscious. I have the data in the next room. Let me show you.
Ah, so you've already begun
That
work on this,
video.
Doctor.
I remember they showed me that when I was brought here.
I like a man with gumption. Foresight. Okay, what does this tell us? Oh, blueprint of the STEM system. Just another angle. We cannot get through here yet, so... You know, this is, one thing. There just seems to be a lot of... What's the term I'm looking for here? Just a lot of useless scenery, landscape, and... I mean, and this is by far not the only survival horror game I've ever played that had this problem. I mean, offhand, the only thing I can think of, and it wasn't even really that bad, is Chris and Jill's DLC in Resident Evil 5, where they go into the clone of the Spencer estate, you know, tracking down Spencer himself, and you know they come upon him having gotten killed by Wesker just in time, and then you know that leads to the whole fight where Jill runs Wesker out the window, and Chris, like an idiot, somehow thinks that they're both dead, especially Wesker, like he couldn't survive that after all you've seen him survive. But yeah, just like a lot of rooms where there's nothing, no events. It seems like you really could have shortened up, you know, the path from point A to point B. And that's especially true here in the assignment. A lot of this, probably nobody's really going to look at. I mean, I guess I appreciate them trying to put in detail, but I mean, a lot of people will probably just see it as, you know, just a bunch of useless fluff. Well, if I had been paying better attention to what the doctor and the administrator were saying, their little ghostly apparitions as they were walking into this room, I would probably know exactly what to do. Don't really see a way I can get in here, and there doesn't seem to be anything useful, from what I can tell anyway. Oh, anyway, I actually do have an excuse as to why it had been like a week since I last did an episode on this particular LP, but that was because in the meantime, like right after recording that first part, I just got in my head to try out Akumu mode. The difficulty in the main game where it's one hit and you die. I mean, one hit from anything. And, yeah, I ended up becoming so engrossed in that, I actually did beat it in just that amount of time, but that's why it has been a whole week. I've actually been doing a lot of gaming, but it was just to get through that particular mode, and somehow I did it. Not an easy task. And I think the results did say that I died like 480 times or something like that in the course of the game. Ah! I just didn't come around this corner and see this last little bit. This might give us something. It's nothing I can interact with, but maybe I simply need to, yeah,
This research here
just
is
need to find them
exactly
all,
what
and that
we've been
would
looking for. I
spur on the
call
next
it
events to
STEM.
let me go forward.
I'm sure you and your superiors will find this most satisfactory.
You mentioned the design was from a pupil of yours. In that case, where do you fit in?
He is an unstable individual. Perhaps it is better that I continue to be the one to contact in this situation.
He's right about that. He's
I'd like you to bring this man
got a lot
in.
more tact than
We should all
the
be able to
administrator
have a
does.
productive conversation. What did you say his
He can
name
deal with an
was?
unstable individual like Ruvik a little bit more effectively.
Ruben Victoriano.
Oh, the rich boy who wanted to fuck his sister. I understand. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you remember that, but that was like a big aspect of Ruvik's psyche. Was he seemed to have just a little bit too much love for his sister. And I'm guessing it was his grief over her, you know, horrible death, dying in that barn fire that we saw at the end of Chapter 9 in the main game. That's the reason why, like, that's what manifested itself as that, you know, six-limbed monster that was obviously supposed to represent her that we encountered several times that could kill us in one hit, and we had to keep burning her with fire to drive her away. Definitely, I mean, it could be frustrating, but fights with her, I felt a lot of tension and desperation in those fights. In my first few times playing through The Evil Within, you know, before I got used to it, you know, just naturally enough used to it to that it didn't really affect me anymore. But that was definitely a positive of the game, was the fights with her, I think. Especially when she first appeared, just completely out of nowhere, screaming, and came after you. Okay, so I think we need to find something to hold those doors. That door is hidden behind this curtain right here. Guessing that's not really for anything, but what do I do about this? You know, honestly, can't she just slip through? It's a narrow window of opportunity, but I can't imagine they're so heavy that she wouldn't be able to kind of hold them back without it crushing every bone in her hand or anything. Oh, we need to keep our flashlight up and see if we can find a Mobius symbol to interact with. Wait a minute. Okay, just go through here. Now where are we at? That's a question you all find yourself asking a lot when playing through The Evil Within. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Let's just get out of here. There's something wrong with this place.
That's where Leslie was before. And now those two, where are they headed?
She's talking about Sebastian and Joseph, because I don't remember them being in any environment throughout the main game at any point that looked anything like this. And tell you the truth, if we're on like the other side of the wall from somewhere I was before, I don't recognize it.
Agent status terminated. Please contact biometrics for reauthentication.
Oh, good. Our save point. Hop up, kitty. Oh, I have to physically stand back up.
You'll experience things that won't seem real, but you have to stay focused. It will take you a while to get your bearings, but you'll be better off than the others.
And you'll die many times.
About the others.
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Find Leslie and bring him back. That's all that matters.
He must be speaking of the guinea pigs, Connolly, Joseph, and Sebastian, who started out that whole adventure with Juli and Leslie and the doctor. Who knows, he might have been talking about Dr. Jimenez too, when he said expendable.
Please guide subject construct facial, hand, and neural profile.
I don't think anyone's gonna help me out with this.
Okay, do I walk in here to get this bioscan or whatever it is we're trying to do?
Facial profile constructed. Matches deactivated account Juli Kidman. Reinstating profile.
Okay, well, I don't know why she was complaining about the fact that nobody's around to help her out with that. It's not like it was going to kill the subject, whoever got this reconstruction procedure done. Oh, okay, that was an open doorway right there. I thought it was glass just like the rest. Uh-oh!
Scanning.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, this enemy right here.
body's complete neural profile.
And you know, it baffles me that those enemies did not attack, even though, I mean, even if they can't see, if they function kind of like the Lickers and so many other enemies that, you know, you can easily sneak around, even, you know, come into close proximity with, because they can't actually see, but they got superhuman hearing. Well, I mean, she was kind of making a fuss there when the monster drew near. He was literally just 2 feet away, and it completely ignored her. Kind of called BS on that, but yeah, that's the enemy I was talking about. They just look retarded. I don't see any thought or creativity into this kind of thing. That's why, contrary to what I've heard a lot of Resident Evil fans say,
Idiots.
I hate most of the forums that Birkin comes in, for instance, in Resident Evil 2, especially the original. Like, and that last one where he's just some giant hunk of cooked ham with spikes everywhere and a little bitty head at the top, you know, his final form on the train in the original. Like, that was actually part of the game I hated. They managed to make it look a little bit better. Pretty much all of his forms in the remake, which I'll give him props for, but yeah. I would actually say visually he's definitely one of the less interesting monsters in the series, but most people think that, most fans seem to think he's one of the most memorable. Okay, I think this guy kind of heard the ladder going down. So we are going to have to be sneaky here. Excuse me, sir. Nope, he's coming back this way. Crap. It looks like I am gonna have to... I am gonna have to call them over to me, which is gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking. And then get around them. Okay, if that third one is crawling this way now, maybe I can... Yeah, I can get around him. No idea, we're not going to worry about that right now. Oh. So that's it. This wasn't the way forward. I think it was the... There was a small passage that this one guy over here seemed to be blocking, so I'm going to have to lure him out of the way. Oh. Yeah, in fact, now that I think about it, there was an enemy just like this in the Evil Within 2, and when I LP'd, I probably had a comment on that as well. They just look stupid. I don't know how else to say it. Okay. Whew. That really pissed him off. Hopefully this will give me a checkpoint here before I have to sneak back past him, or okay, we'll go this way. I'm just gonna stay in crouching mode just to be safe. I did not think he saw me or heard me. Was not that close to him. Is he just gonna keep going back and forth? Because that's not gonna be easy to get past, and then I don't think I'm gonna be safe immediately once I get through that doorway. Let's see if there is there an item in this corner I can use to... No? Was there something in here? Glass bottle? Anything? Oh, okay. That wasn't so bad. So I guess this next part is about them already being agitated, and I'm gonna have to just find the perfect opening before they come back close enough as I'm sneaking by. Maybe I can use this alcove right here to... Yeah, okay, he doesn't seem to be close enough to notice me for that. Oh, he's going around, okay. It does seem like you can get pretty close to him. And here's the thing, where's the way forward? Obviously need that glass bottle for something. Let's see if a door appears. Yep, there's one right there. At the far end. I'm guessing that's where I'm supposed to go, and it will... Come on, go. Oh, whew. Alright. Well, okay, but what did that do? Do I need to go back in that direction for anything? Ah! There was a ladder right there. I don't see where I can make use of this bottle right here, really. Let's not get too close. Well, I guess I could have made it through there, but I had no idea where he was on his little circular path right there. Surprised I got through that in one try, actually. So did that work, or... Okay, I guess I have to do another facial recognition thingy.
Neural profile constructed. Profile matches terminated agent Juli Kidman. Termination reason: insubordination. Profile
Is this machine predicting the future?
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I should be able to open those doors now.
Because, I mean, yeah, she hasn't shown insubordination yet. That doesn't happen until the end of this segment, the assignment. And somehow it's completely forgotten in The Evil Within 2. That is one plot hole, again, unless somebody can somehow correct me on that, on how it still makes sense, or do I have something confused here? Yeah, that's one plot hole I'm not going to overlook, as good as I think these games are. Oh, nothing in here. Those doors no longer open. What am I supposed to... Oh! Okay. Okay, better slip around this corner as... Gonna keep hold of this bottle for as long as I can. Okay, so I think we need to go back to the first hand scanner thingy. Or actually, maybe I'm supposed to lure that enemy out of the way. Well, first, let's make sure we've explored everything. The door's closed behind her when she first went through there. Crap. Oh no. Okay. Maybe it can't follow me in here. And maybe I'm actually supposed to lure... I like how the haunted is just kind of feebly reaching through the duct. Like, it's not smart enough to know to get on its hands and knees and crawl through after me. Okay, well there doesn't seem to be anything past this guy. So maybe that's not where I'm supposed to go. Did the haunted just leave? Okay, we'll go ahead and save that too. For now, let us keep going. I don't remember if there was a hand scanner I was using. Ah, yeah, this one right here, I remember now. You know what, I'm just gonna assume there's just more kind of useless scenery. And I keep forgetting that she does not have near the stamina that Sebastian can get, like if you know, keep on upgrading that aspect in the main game. Okay, there's Joseph and Sebastian, and I don't remember where they were at this point in the main game. Weird. I wonder if this is somewhere in the hospital in Chapter 5.
Patients emerging from the stem are becoming more erratic. The pathologies seem to be amplified by the experience now. Even worse, patients now seem to experience each other's psychological trauma. It's as if
Oh,
the
I'll bet
user's
that's fun.
deepest fears linger within the encephalon of the system, even after the session is over. The most concerning thing are their most recent statements. Every single patient claims to see a hooded figure slowly approaching them. Could it be him? His consciousness existing as a ghost in the system. My curiosity has never been piqued like this. I want to know. I want to see what they see. But it's too risky. For now.
Okay, guys, hopefully you could hear that, but you know what, if not, I can always do something to turn the sound up on this portion when I'm editing, you know, to actually upload this video. Or you just read the text off screen. I mean, either way. Why'd the lights suddenly go out? Oh. Ah, yes, I believe this is actually the final portion of the assignment. We are going to have a little bit more of an extended... Oh, no, I don't believe this is the final battle, per se, with the weird, ultra-feminine side of Julie Kidman's personality that comes in the form of that monster from before that's calling out creepily for Leslie Withers. But we do have another sequence where we gotta hide from her. I think in the very final part of the assignment, it was, we actually do get a weapon to use against her, to actually take her down.
An error Please wait while power is being restored.
Yep, there she is. Big Daddy Floodlight Head. Oh god, that is so
Power
creepy.
restoration at 20%.
Oh boy. Okay, I think I got away from her somehow. Like, there was a lot more room to move around, so it is possible, even if you kind of start getting more and more, your movements get hindered as she homes in on you. I couldn't tell where she was coming from, so... I do think that looks pretty stupid, though, the way her torso just, like, completely inhales you in a quarter of a second. So I think despite this being such a large room and so many places to hide, what kind of makes this, kind of puts a challenge aspect to this is the fact that she seems to make sudden darts around the room. So she might be on you before you know it. That's what seemed to have happened to me.
Power restoration at 20%.
Okay, she's coming this way. Oop! Oh no, don't run out of stamina. Not a good moment. Not a good moment to do that. Okay, like, Juli practically teleports into her gigantic torso mouth. Seriously, what are this monster's teeth made out of to be able to just completely consume a human that quickly? Yep, we do need to keep an eye on Juli's very, very meager amount of stamina too when darting around the room.
Power restoration at 20%.
What, she saw me? Okay, it is a lot easier for her to see you with her searchlight. You know, I wonder if I can kind of just keep running around the same row of... But I'm running out of stamina again.
An error has occurred. Please wait while power is being restored.
I like how she kind of walks around like a peacock.
Power restoration at 20%.
Leslie.
Oh no, where'd she go? I've lost track of her. Okay, I think she's in the middle aisle. She can probably easily see me over the smaller
Power
towers,
restoration at 50%.
where I'm not totally hidden even if I'm ducking down. Alright, I think we're almost out of here. Probably that last little bit is going to be deliberately drawn out before it... Even though it's at like 80% now, the last little bit will probably take just as long as the, preceding 80% before finally...
Power is now restored.
I'm
Elevator
shocked.
is now in service. Thank you for waiting.
Okay, go, go, go.
Keeping our facilities clean is appreciated. Our workplace is a fine place because of your support.
Well, actually, right quick, let's just make sure there's nothing. Probably won't be, but... Alright. Huh. Oh, where Joseph said, I think you better get down here. Wasn't that in the room where Julie was already in a Saw 5 trap? But no. We just saw him running through that hall right there.
Okay, make it convincing. Detectives! I'm here! I'm safe! Sebastian! Joseph!
Seriously, I don't recall them ever being in this part of the main game.
So they sent you to take the boy back. And you trust them. Don't kid yourself.
You're no better than them,
just as
Rufik.
expendable as your partners are. As I was. After all I did for them. We'll see how loyal you are when you know the truth.
All right.
What? Okay, so I do not recall this at all. That was just... So that whole trap with Julie was just a vision.
You wish to remain in the dark.
That wasn't
about
really
information
her.
that will undoubtedly disturb
At least from Joseph and Sebastian's perspective, but Ruvik did make it so that she did actually wind up in front of them once they thought they had rescued, I don't know, the Juli illusion from the trap. Hey, you know what? I can roll with that. Alright, so I think that's just the first half of the assignment, so we will continue on with this next time. Thanks for watching, guys.